got a couple pieces of intel as far as the NFL draft is concerned. And I do think it's important. I want to filter this, what I'm about to say, through the prism of what Kanish talked about in the last segment. And maybe he's going to be right about this. And I think we do a really good job on the show. And I know, like, as a network, I think we do an awesome, like, Sam and Joe do a great job of this on Bet Sweats. I know, like, Horvat, when he talks about the NFL draft on BetMGM tonight. Our whole network does an awesome job with it. I think you have to kind of, like, put things in this way, right? The NFL draft is not betting a game where you have an opinion on what's going to happen in the game, and then who knows what's going to happen when the game starts. Injuries, bounce of the ball, bad call, whatever. Draft betting is you either have the goods, as Ken Barkley used to put it, like, or you don't. Like, it's not a game. It's someone making a decision, and you either know what the decision's going to be or think you have an idea of what the decision's going to be, or you don't. And it's possible that everybody's being lied to. And Jerry said something really interesting when we had him on in the opening segment this hour. And I said to him, is this inside information? And think about the people that Jerry talks to. There's a podcast with Matt Leinart, right? He's doing draft shows with Urban Meyer and, like, Mark Ingram and, like, the big noon kickoff crew on Fox. Jerry knows a lot of people. Jerry's saying that he thinks there's going to be there could potentially be a ton of trades at the top of the draft, whereas we've all kind of thought, hey, like, we know what's going to happen. Like, Cam Ward's going one. Like, Titans basically came out and said it today. Like, we think, okay, Travis Hunter, now it's Abdul Carter. Peter Schrager on ESPN today on Get Up goes, well, the Browns and Giants are open for business, fielding calls for picks 2 and 3. And all of us kind of, like, collectively, it feels like roll our eyes like, yeah, okay. I even DM'd someone who sent it to me, yeah, you got to feed the content machine, which is not a shot at Peter Schrager, but just saying, like, if this is all it's going to be, then we kind of have to make it a little interesting. So that goes noted that Jerry Ferrara said that. So what I'm about to say, I don't want this to be taken as, oh my God, this is gospel. It can be wrong. I trust the source that it came from, but it doesn't have to be right. The intel that I've gotten, and I don't know what I think I have a potential application of it. The intel is that the Giants and the Browns both love Louisville quarterback Tyler Shough. I don't think that means at 2, the Browns would take Shough, or at 3, the Giants would take Shough. This could be the Browns at 33 on Friday night, or maybe the Giants trade back to the first round, or the Giants try to trade. Like, I don't know, like, how it would go, but where I got this from, I trust the source. It can be wrong. Just saying that I hear this and I go, okay, like, I'm going to actually ask the person, can I go on the air with this and say this? I'm not going to say it's like a lock. Versus like, yeah, no problem. So, Femi, I don't know if, like, the application of this is, like, Shough second quarterback selected. I know there are some, I don't know if BetMGM has this, but there are some sports books that have that, 25-1 maybe, for Tyler Shough to be the second quarterback selected. So wanted to pass that intel along, and then I got something on the Saints we can talk about as well.
Yeah, and that, I mean, it's really, really interesting information, which it's like I start to then, like, as somebody who does not have the goods but tries to think about things logically about what teams would do based on, like, just, like, prior actions and, like, previous years of data, like, I start to think of, okay, because all throughout the process, it feels like the Giants, at least recently, after we saw all the workouts that the Giants were doing as well, like, the Giants and the Browns have been linked to Jalen Milroe. Like, that's the guy that they've been linked to. But then when you say that, it's like, oh, has this the Milroe thing just been like, yeah, please believe that we want Milroe, but we want Shough? Or is the Shough news trying to kind of calm down the Milroe rumors, and maybe the Milroe's the real injury? Because that's where my brain goes, where I'm like, I'm just absolutely galaxy braining this thing. Second QB selected. I don't even see Shough listed, which is strange at a pretty prominent domestic sports book. It's like Dart and Milroe and Ward, which, I mean, that would never happen, but like Ewers and Howard and Leonard, Gabriel and Brady Cook. So, I mean, maybe they took Shough off the board because I would imagine a lot of people would be betting that if that's information that is now out there, that Shough is of interest to the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns, 2 teams that are picking at the top of Friday.
Very interesting. And when I say that to you about the Shough interest for the Giants and Browns, does it make you want to do anything?
Not really, just because it's so hard to pair these teams with these quarterbacks, man. And the interest could be real, and I feel like I'm just making a speculative bet when I make that bet, to be honest. I'm not saying that, like, the information is not, like, whatever it is. Like, I'm sure it's very concrete or whatever, at least that the person that got it thinks it is. But I don't think I want to bet anything. I think I just want to continue to bet the under 2.5 on QBs in the first round, which that continues to move, by the way.
Very interesting. So that's what I've got on the Giants and Browns. Apparently, they like Tyler Shough, and someone DM'd me today, and this is like all is public. One of the Louisville newspapers, an interview with Jeff Brom, the Louisville coach, about Tyler Shough, and saying that John Mara was at the dinner when the Giants worked Tyler Shough out. That John Mara was there at dinner. So the owner of the Giants, along with Joe Shane, the GM, and the head coach Brian Dable. I find that interesting. Maybe it turns out to be nothing. Maybe they don't take a quarterback. Maybe they take Shedeur. Maybe they take Milroe. Or maybe this is true and they take Shough. And the Cleveland Browns like Shough as well.